Hi everybody, it's Karen and welcome to Tuesday Tuneups. I am recording this early. Hopefully I've figured this out on Facebook Live. Still a little bit of a mystery for me, and if not, some of you will see it tomorrow and some of you will see it today. Anyways, today we're going to talk about how your net worth will only go as high as your self-worth. So today we're going to start working on the worthiness that is needed to bust you through that income ceiling. And then I'm also going to invite you to my Money Worthy 3-day event, which is next Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday from 12 p.m. to 1:30 p.m. Pacific time. It's a free event where I will really start to dive in deeply about how to become more worthy so that you can bust through that income ceiling and start making and manifesting more money. And remember, anything we do here is energy plus your actions that make the results that you want in your life, okay? We can't just meditate in a cave and hope for the best. We've got to get out there and break down those barriers so that you can take those other actions to make this happen for yourself, okay? So let me come into your space. Here we go. Good job. And then I'm gonna, here we go. Perfect. And let's make sure all this energy and information is going to come to you in all languages and in all levels so that there's not a file there in another language in your subconscious that's going to beat the system here, okay? Here we go. Alrighty. So, how do we boost our worthiness? First of all, actually, let me stop you right there. Let's just start by letting go of all of the energy that never belonged to you in the first place, okay? That's in your space and in your body. Let's just have God release that. Send that to God's light. There we go. Perfect. And also all the harmful radiation that is from our computers and our phones and 5G. There we go. Perfect. Let's release that out of our space and out of our body. Send that to God's light. There we go. Oof. Perfect. Okay. So let's get to this worthiness thing. The first thing we got to think about when we're talking about improving our worthiness is, do we feel worthy of God? These are old beliefs that we've had. They were ancient. It could have been caveman days for all we know. When we first saw weather and the thunderbolt come down or a lightning bolt come down, we thought, ooh, somebody up there's mad at us. So, and we felt like we had to appease it, that energy. And so let's just have God go back there to whenever it began that you began to believe that you were unworthy of God or whatever that big energy was, what you thought that was back then. Let's have God change that and remind you what it feels like to know how important and vital you are to God and to the universe and how worthy you are, and that you are worthy because this is just what you're made of. All right. Good job. Alrighty. So there's also other things that are coming up. Would you like to know what it feels like to be lovable from God's perspective and likable from God's perspective and deserving of abundance from God's perspective and deserving of receiving it and how to and what it feels like to receive it? Yay. Let's do the same with money, because money is just a symptom of how worthy you feel or a symptom of the level of abundance that's coming into your life. So, here we go. Just bringing in that worthiness of money. Now, money is just a means of exchange. It could be anything at any time, but it represents wealth. And so to show you what it feels like to be worthy of receiving money and manifesting more money, that it's possible to, it's safe to. And so there's all these beliefs that are coming up that if I make too much money, then people will take it away from me. My family members will be kidnapped, so let's have God change those. I have to be seen to make money, and I'm afraid to be seen. It's unsafe to be seen, so let's change those beliefs. Nice work. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. All right. Ooh, seeing a clearing here. And let's have God look at, think of one barrier you have to making money or why. Actually, let me go back to that. Let's erase that. Let's look at what's one thing you know you could do today that could help make you more money. And then check in on the resistance of that. Okay, and now what I'd like you to do is look at the resistance to that. And let's have God open you up to the insight of what that resistance is really about versus what you think it's about. And teach you what you were meant to learn from this, from the resistance. There we go. Good job. Woo. And show you what it feels like to allow yourself to move forward with whatever it is that you're wanting to do right now that you've been avoiding, or you can figure out why you won't do it. And so what I'm hearing for you to do is, if there is something here that you know would generate money but hasn't yet, you just haven't been able to do it and you've been putting it off, is take a micro amount of what you need to get done in that thing. Let's say maybe it's like, I've got to write a script for a video that's 3 minutes long, okay? So let's say you break it down now. Because you're avoiding it, you're not doing anything. So if you take micro amounts and just add them up, eventually they'll add up, just like your credit card expenses can do, but in a good way. Is just say, I'm going to give myself 15 minutes to write the first part of this outline or the first part of this script. Just 15 minutes. And that's all I have to allot for the day. Any more that you do is just extra on top. And if you can't get yourself to do 15 minutes, give yourself to do 5. And just schedule that in every day for 5 minutes, or schedule that in every day for 10 or 15 minutes. Whatever feels really, really, really easy to do. And then you're going to chip away at this sucker, okay? And then you're going to feel that sense of accomplishment and show you how to and what it feels like just to acknowledge that work, even if you get in 5 more minutes of work that day on this. It's awesome. And that you can pat yourself on the back, which is perfect. All right. And let you know what it feels like to become more money confident. And feel like that you can be confident and stand on your own 2 feet, saying this is possible. And one of the things we're going to be talking about is so much of abundance has to do with who you're being instead of what you're doing. And so to go into the unknown and to co-create something positive for yourself, it's important to go in and be your future self. So whatever it is that you want to do, let's say you have, you want to get that job, or you want to, whatever it is, whatever your goal is, if you go into your future self and feel what it feels like, the gratitude of already having that, it's going to help you co-create inside the unknown something positive instead of thinking about the worst thing that could happen or that it'll never happen. And God's going to give you the truth on that too. All right. Perfect. Yay. Okay, perfect. All right, my friends, and let's just show you any sort of resistance that you have. Let's have God help you let that go right now. Any fear that you have, let's just give you guys understanding on what that fear is versus what you think it is. So that you can take the next step, even if it's one little step, that's awesome. There we go. Perfect. All right, my friends. That's what we're doing today. We're finishing up. And let you know what it feels like to be worthy of bringing more money and abundance into your life now. Allowing yourself to maintain this energy using your future self to help you bring that in and add the actions to this energy so that you can start making something happen really immediately, like right now. And remember, come next week, March 14th, 15th, and 16th. That's Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week. It starts at 12 p.m. Pacific time. It goes for 90 minutes each day, and it's all free content for you to come in and learn how to become more money worthy, because, like I said at the beginning of this, that your net worth will only go as high as your self-worth. And until next week, God bless and goodbye for now.